You're listening to the Hippie Shack Sessions. I am your host, Alex Hamilton, joined by Brendan Jordan, Garrett Kreider, Kyle Hamilton, and AJ Bailey. I'm your new host, Alex Hamilton. Make sure to like and subscribe this video. Also, check out Trauma, Illinois' new song, Galileo, on all streaming services. And as well, check out their social media, Trauma, Illinois, on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all the jazz. Boys, how we doing today?
Doing great, Alex. Thanks
Terrible.
For asking.
Actually, pretty good day.
Thanks for the intro, buddy.
Yeah, of course.
I love the radio
impressive.
voice.
Pretty good, yeah.
That was pretty impressive.
Very calming.
Yeah, I've gotten told I don't have the face for TV.
You certainly got the voice.
You definitely have a face for radio,
Yeah,
though.
he's got a face for radio.
For sure.
All smushy and gushy.
Well, our good friend got married last night, and that was pretty awesome.
Oh, good old Mason.
Congratulations, Mason.
Yeah.
Congrats, Mason.
Love it.
And Olivia.
Mason and Olivia. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Stop looking at me like that.
All right, so yeah, we'll do a quick little introduction here. This is a homie hang is probably how we're gonna title it. This is just a collection of our good friends, Kyle, Alex, AJ. Kyle and Alex have been on before.
Yeah.
AJ is not.
Yep, first time.
And they literally hang from
Thank
the
you for
home.
having me.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, welcome back. AJ, what was the coolest part about the wedding to you?
I really liked the whole setting up, like which people go down the line, like down the aisle, like all the practice that we went through, because it worked out perfectly. Your guys' dance, I saw a video of it, was amazing. And then just everyone's face as Olivia walked down, as the rest of us walked down, it was phenomenal.
Nice. Yeah, BB and I had the honor of being flower dudes last night, which was honestly the only role I would have preferred to have. Like when I found out that he was gonna propose to her, I didn't say anything, but in the back of my mind, I was like, "Oh my god, I would love to make up some ridiculous fucking dance and run down the aisle throwing flower petals." I just think it's so funny, especially when it's like really big burly dudes with thick beards, and they're just like, "Her."
I've seen the ones where they have the
Flower
fanny pack.
fanny
They
packs
have like
and they're just, like,
multiple,
throwing
but they
them
have
out.
like beer cans inside, and they hand out beers
Oh,
to
word,
the whole
yeah.
crowd.
They're just chucking full beers across the church.
Here, go ahead, take one and one.
Do you know what really grinds my gears? Is
boy.
Catholic weddings.
Why?
So long.
Uh,
Why does weddings have to be an hour and a half long?
oh, I thought Catholics had short weddings. I must have been
No.
making that up.
No, unless
No,
they do
it's
the
like
mass
4
session.
hours.
At least they
it's
drank.
Like the ceremony.
At least they
That's
do
right,
drink
though.
it.
They
It's a
do.
very
They
It's
do.
a lot. It's a lot of standing
But
and sitting.
I
and
forgot.
kneeling
Yeah,
and
they do
standing
the
and then
prayer
sitting.
thing and like the whole communion and yeah, you're right.
But you also get to drink a lot.
Yeah, it's
But also, you are in pretty cool churches.
Mm-hmm.
It's true.
It's also, there are a lot of people. Usually Catholic families are very big families.
It's all the drinking.
Mm-hmm.
They're not really allowed to have contraception and shit, right? And that kind of a deal.
Maybe not at the ceremony. But.
Who has the best wedding?
Who has the best weddings?
Yeah, what?
Indian weddings
Faith.
look pretty gas.
Yeah.
I was about to
That's a
say,
whole
like
week.
Hindu or
Yeah.
Indian weddings
You-
would be
it's just
super
like-
fun.
The only kicker is like, do they actually like each other? Because a lot of them are arranged.
True. Yeah.
So it's like the party looks dope and the ceremony looks dope, but then there's all after that small portion of it all is
That's fair.
subject to discussion.
So at the wedding, was there a bunch of white people wedding songs?
100%. Yeah.
There's a lot of 80s songs.
What was the the first song was a white people song. Ah, damn it, it's slipping my mind. Definitely Mr. Brightside.
It was Welcome to the Jungle when we walked in, right?
No, but like the first get on the
Oh.
dance floor.
Oh, I
don't
think it was
remember.
Single Ladies.
It was Single
It was
Ladies. That's
Single
right.
Ladies.
Yeah.
Yep.
The electric slide.
Yeah, I saw BB.
Yeah.
I saw
I
BB
can't do
slide in from the main door as Garrett was walking onto the dance floor. I was like, "Oh yeah, this is perfect."
Well, I left to go get
was- it was
drinks
honestly
and
perfect.
use the restroom, and then as I'm coming back, I just hear it's like, all right, it's time for the father-daughter dance. I was like, shit, I can't walk in now. So I just hung out by the bar and watched it. And it was really pretty and everything. And then Single Ladies came on. And it was like, oh, it's perfect. It's fun.
Which
drinks
is
in your
the
hand.
song. That's the song we did our Flower Boy dance to. Was Single Ladies, and then they played it first, and so it was like, BB, get your ass over here. And we all kind of slid in, met in the middle. We were basically the first two people on the dance floor. It was
Couldn't have planned it better.
That's fun.
It was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great timing there.
How
bud.
long did it go till?
10.
10
10,
ish. Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
It's a long
Bar
day,
closed
though.
at 9:30,
Yeah.
which
They
I'm
ended
still
up-
furious
They ended
about.
up going, I think, bar crawling last night
Okay, cool.
for a little
That's
bit.
what you got to do.
I could not believe how drunk Jared was yesterday by the end.
Yeah.
He was destroyed, man.
I love it when people get the like fish eyes when they're drunk. And they're just looking at you, but they're not really looking at you.
Kind of looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, this is great.
You know, I got that look from Sanjeev a few times last night as well.
Did you?
Oh, Sanjeev is a killer.
I think he's
for-
still drunk from
Oh,
last
where'd
night.
he
Yeah, I
go?
think he's still drunk.
Hey, no.
He's hiding. He doesn't want
High
to.
five, bro.
I came downstairs this morning around 10 o'clock, and he's like up.
Yeah.
Looking energetic up, like looking out the window. He's like, dude, look outside. And as I'm looking outside, I take a video, and in the video, he goes, I'm still drunk. Oh my God.
I remember I called him at like 9:30 or 10 this morning, and he picks up and he just goes, "How you doing today, Sam?" He was like, "Oh yeah, we're feeling good." He goes, "I'm still drunk."
That's cool. I didn't realize how long of a day it was for people who are involved with the actual wedding. Because this is the first time I actually played a serious role in a wedding in my life, and we had to get there at 11:30 a.m.
Shout out to us being the first ones at the actual wedding. We beat the frickin' groom.
And
It
we
was
were
sweet.
10 minutes late.
And we were 10 minutes late.
We beat everyone. We were 10 minutes late.
No, but it was cool. Just seeing the whole thing. So many photos. A lot of drinking
Lot of
before.
drinking.
I was surprised. I thought everybody was going to stay sober until, the reception.
Nope.
No, not even close.
No. I mean, hey, what's his name? Dakota brought out a mini bottle of moonshine. That lasted until the reception. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Did you guys hear about the guy named Mattress Mac? You guys know who Mattress Mac is?
No, what
Is
is
this
it?
a bit?
The sports better guy. Yeah, no.
No, it's
oh,
serious.
it's a
So
sports
Mattress
bet.
He's an
Mac,
old man that just
Mattress-
puts
Bit at first, I
millions
was
of
worried.
dollars.
Mattress
on
Mac
sports
is like obviously a mattress store owner, but owns like a crap ton of locations around Houston. And he placed a $10 million bet at the start of the postseason, I believe, or before the season started. And he came out as the highest payout ever in betting history.
Oh.
$75 million.
That was for the Astros.
And the
wasn't
cool
it?
thing I thought it was
Yeah.
For the
cool
Astros.
was he had a
Yeah.
video of it yesterday, and he was just walking out of like one of those armored vehicles or something like that, and he's just carrying $10 million in a wheelbarrow. He's like 7 years old, and he's like, yeah,
Wow.
7?
70 years old.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Little
what?
dude. Little dude with a ton of
7-year-old with $10 million.
10 mil. Yo.
Mattress store chain.
He's a tycoon, dude.
Man, he got to work
Inherited
quick.
A great business,
Yeah.
apparently.
That's
Oh,
cool.
it's so funny.
You guys had a pretty chill night last night, right?
I didn't do anything.
Nothing. That's right. God of War.
Yeah.
Oh,
Did
don't
you
get
two
me
already talk
started.
about that?
Yeah.
Don't get me started,
Yeah.
bro. It's supposed to come in today, my package.
Oh.
And I would be playing tonight, but we have a D&D one-shot going on
Hey,
that Cody came up with, so tomorrow I'm going to download it and get started.
Wait, you're telling me that if it comes in and you do have it in your possession, you're not going to play it after D&D?
I don't know what time D&D is going to end. It's a one-shot, so it might only be like an hour to 2 hours, but with the chaotic setting, we're playing minions of the BBEG after he leaves the castle to go kill the protagonist, so we're just at the castle chilling.
BBEG.
Goddamn, I really like.
That's pretty funny.
It's going to be crazy.
As soon as you said that, I just imagined you as the little yellow minions, like.
Yep. Yep, just running around.
But
But I don't know if it ends tonight at a decent time. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna download it and play it. But if
What's
I am
the,
too late, I'm gonna save it for tomorrow.
What's the last game you guys like? Other than, I mean, obviously you put in 20 hours of God of War. I imagine you're gonna put in 100 hours. What's the last game you guys actually sat through and played, like fully through?
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring.
Yeah, I just played through the original God of War, the 2018 one again. I beat it. I'm close to beating it after like 4 days of playing it. And then before that, what games have I've been playing a lot of League recently. I have an ungodly amount of hours in League right now.
Really? Last like 100 days or something?
Definitely within
Yeah.
like the last 30. I've been playing a lot. I mean, over the course of the
You can't
8 years
relapse
I've
into
been
League.
playing, I've definitely relapsed. I have been sucked back in.
Especially as time's gone
Great
on.
choice of words.
I fully believe League of Legends players at this point in time are just masochists.
Yeah,
You
I can
just-
agree
you
with that.
like the pain.
I'll win a few games and then I'll lose 4 of them and want to throw my keyboard across the room. It's real calm.
It's a lot
real
like
nice.
it's a lot like Las Vegas, really.
Yeah, I did better in Las Vegas than I do at League.
It gives you
currently, so
just
that's kinda
enough-
Crazy.
Damn, you lost money though. Oh man.
It's tough.
Just enough
tough.
satisfaction to keep you going, but
Just to-
ultimately, when you take a step back, you realize that you're just in pain.
Yeah, exactly. I'll stop playing League and I'll start watching Netflix. I'll just be like, wow, I was really mad there. I didn't need to be that angry, but I was.
You
I
just now
pulled
are
up-
like, wow.
I pulled up Fortnite
Oh,
about a few weeks ago, and I played it like earlier this year. We were playing out in my living room, and I just played it for the first time, and I won. Then I played it a few weeks ago, and I won again.
Hey, yo.
So I'm like, if I
You like
take 6
constant
months
dubs.
off,
Should quit while
I'll
you're
get
ahead.
another dub.
Yeah, take it from me. Actually, I haven't been playing a lot of like playthrough games. Most of the games I play are not like there is an end. You just play and play and play, and then expansion comes out. It's like Civ 6 and any MMORPG, but recently it's been Apex Legends. I hop back on the Apex Legends grind.
I've never been one for FPS shooters, but I do like Apex a lot.
This game is fun. It was a lot of fun.
I never got into Apex. I played a PUBG for a while, but I recently downloaded Age of Mythology on my computer,
Oh yeah.
and I've just been.
I remember
playing
us grinding that game so much as kids.
it. And,
That's
you
like
know,
all we played was that.
and you know how I roll. There's just they always like you tell them what to do and everything. They always just go Vulamo esto, and it's just like yeah. And then like my favorite part is you just have these giant monsters that you can just have a cheat and they just destroy the other people's villages.
Cool. Dungeon Defenders 2 is free on PlayStation.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So,
Crazy.
you know,
I also
keep that in
found out
mind.
that
Do with that
on
what you
the PlayStation Store, if you get the Plus membership, it has all the original God of War games on there for free. You just
Oh,
have
word?
to pay for the subscription. You can get 1, 2, 3 Ascension. It's so good.
That's how I did it the first time. Was,
Yeah.
was the free trial of that, and I just like ran through it.
do they feel really outdated now?
Yeah,
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're like
They're just a
hack and
slash.
slash games,
just a completely different game.
Right.
but
yeah.
they're still. I'd
So
say they're
they've
still
changed
fun.
quite a bit since though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they completely changed the combat
Like
in the new series.
in God of War.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more of a. It's. I mean, I guess you can call it a role play game back then, but now it feels like more of a kind of a role playing game. If that makes sense. Not even making choices, but it feels so advanced than it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
Before
a
you-
hack and slash.
Before you didn't have like abilities and skills that you can upgrade and unlock. You just got like powers, and then you upgraded your weapons.
Oh right.
And there's like
okay.
combos.
Yeah,
there's
yeah,
combos you
that's
could
what
do
I
in the
kinda mean
original
by
games that are
RPG,
just hack
but-
and slash, but in the new one you can actually like in League you can like cancel into different abilities or like do a bunch of different animations and
Oh
cancel
jeez.
them.
Okay.
And, yeah,
So,
it's
like,
very intricate.
More immersive than
Frames make a big difference now in combat and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I gotcha.
I
You
really
guys
want
should
to play
start that. It's here. I confirmed that God of War is here, so you guys could definitely start playing it.
You're right. I should do that.
All right. All
I
right.
should. I want to play Hades though.
Oh my gosh, that's another game that I spent an ungodly amount of time in.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Hades.
No pun
That's a really
intended.
good game.
Well, I know I've talked to both of you about that.
It literally has unlimited replayability.
Mhm.
Like in that game alone, there's like over 100,000 different lines of dialogue.
Perfect pour.
Yeah, I've heard that. You can just keep running it. And you can-
Exactly.
That's really cool.
It took me a solid like 60 or 70 runs for that game before I heard someone say something the same, which
Wow.
is incredible.
In Hades.
In Hades, yeah.
Dear God, boy.
Can you ever actually get out?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that the point?
That's the whole
Yeah,
point. Is
the
that
whole
you're trying
point is
to
to get
escape
out,
from
yeah.
Hades.
Right. I just
hell.
thought that like once
It's
you got
not
there, you just like
infinite.
reset and
Yeah.
Well,
you,
yeah,
you,
that's
you
basically-
eventually do reset, but it's for like story reasons.
sure. Okay.
The thing that what you two said, what you two said was Elden Ring.
Mhm.
I played Bloodborne when I first got into college, and I beat it after 2 months. And then I started playing other games like that, like Dark Souls and that, and I would get so mad. I would get so mad at the game.
Well,
And
I can just imagine Alex baby
playing,
raging at
I
the
started
fucking
playing
TV.
Bloodborne. I like bought Bloodborne like a year ago, and I started playing, and I couldn't even make it like a smidge through the game without me just like I hate this game,
Dude,
Like,
I
hate this.
I used to
game.
baby rage at Sekiro. all the time.
Yeah.
It's my favorite From Software game, but it's so hard.
That FromSoft has found a way to tap into the human amygdala and just produce fear and rage.
Yep.
Oh,
no
but it's so
end.
great. I love
is.
those games so much.
They're
They're
doing,
fantastic.
They're doing something with what is that game? Deep Space or
That's it.
Dead Space? That's not Deep
Yeah.
Space. Dead Space. Dead Space.
Are they
The
remaking
horror
it or
game?
something?
No, they're
first
like
one.
they're
Yeah,
like
they're remaking
they're
the
making the
first
first one, but they're like trying to pick it up for a series or
that
something.
FromSoft?
A movie
Oh,
or
no.
something.
No.
No, I
okay.
was talking to Dre about it, and he was like, it's all one big continuous
Yeah, and
story. So now when you play it all the way through, it's like the first game just feels too out of date. So
Oh, I see.
I mean, like some of those games that you can like get the remastered version, they'll update the graphics, but it still feels so 2010. Like I got the Ezio collection like a month and a half ago, and I started playing Brotherhood, which is like my favorite Assassin's Creed game.
I
And I'd
second
play-
that.
And I'd play it, and it was just like so clunky, and I just
Mhm.
get so mad.
It's honestly, for me, between Assassin's Creed 3 and Brotherhood for my favorite.
I didn't enjoy Assassin's Creed 3. I didn't really
Oh,
enjoy it as much.
I love the American
I-
Revolution.
that's the Revolution one. I really like that one too.
The other,
oh, that's
cool.
a really neat.
the other
period of
good
time.
one is the Greek one, the Odyssey.
I enjoyed-
love
I
never
Odyssey.
got to that one.
I enjoyed Valhalla though. I thought Valhalla
I
was
have
good.
Valhalla. I haven't played it yet.
Jake
but-
can second that for me.
I gotta say, like,
Jake's hiding too.
I am.
I think he's
what the
a-
hell? I am so shocked at how long that franchise, like, produced
Yeah, honestly.
life.
You know
I
they're
mean,
coming
what
out with
about-
another
became
one.
What
a
about
yearly
Resident?
release.
What about
Yeah.
Resident Evil? I mean, those games are on their 11th or
Yeah.
12th game.
Sheesh, man.
Like
I mean, hey, Final Fantasy's coming out with a 16th.
I
game.
know, I'm about to say.
wow, are they
Those
fun?
games are incredible though.
Yeah, the Final Fantasy
yeah.
games
I could
are
never get into
different,
them.
man.
What
Oh my
about
God.
Kingdom Hearts?
never
What
tried
about
it
Kingdom
Can
Hearts?
never get into
I don't
that.
think
no
Kingdom
idea.
Hearts
I love
come.
Kingdom
They
Hearts.
might be doing something.
A lot of
Kingdom Hearts.
anime games have always rubbed me the wrong way. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's just
I
like-
love anime. Like, throw up an anime, I'll watch
Like-
it all day. But for some reason, the second it gets put in video format, I'm just like less of a fan.
Like
Naruto
Final- like-
Ultimate Ninja Storm, phenomenal game.
Oh, that's
Great
why.
game.
Yeah, that game
and the
fucks.
Demon Slayer fighting game. It's really similar, and I love the art style for that game as well.
Isn't
do
it the
those-
same company?
No, it's not Bandai Namco.
Do those
Oh,
do those
one.
games like not those Naruto games? Do they have like a storyline? Like a
Yeah,
good
you
storyline?
you essentially watch the anime through the campaign.
What was that game like 3 or 4 years ago that came out that was like had all the anime characters in it?
Jump
Oh.
Force.
Yeah, that game sucked.
Yeah,
That game sucked.
All right.
That game was
All right.
horrible.
I thought
Alex,
I
you-
thought it was terrible too, and then David, one of my buddies on Discord, he has it on Steam, or Calvin. It was either David or Calvin, but they like stream played it with us, so we were allowed to play on it. They removed it from the Steam store because of the like terrible reviews it got. Actually, not a bad game. I enjoyed playing it.
When I played the storyline, it was so clunky, but like the actual gameplay itself, I had a blast.
Yeah, the
Like,
gameplay
it's-
is good.
Alex, do you remember playing that down in Florida? In
Yeah,
grandma and grandpa's?
we were like in my
We had
grandparents'
nothing
condo.
else to do, so we
And
just played that shitty
It
game
was just
like
it
all
was
night.
just Kyle in grad school, me sophomore. We're just chilling. It was just like, hey, you want to go get like half pints at like this convenience store down the street? And we're like, yeah, sure. So we drank and just play Jump Force. We would just play Jump Force, and
Drink
like
half pint?
it was like such a small room, so he'd be in like a twin size. So you can imagine me in like a twin size bed. I'm just hanging off, and we're just playing like Doom.
like little kids.
Yeah.
You guys know my college years were filled with the Naruto fighting game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I played.
That was like every day after class, yeah.
Exactly.
That was fun, man. It was a good, great period of time. It's a well done game.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. They came out with a new one too, didn't they?
Yeah, it's
That
like
involved Boruto and
that's a DLC for the game, but
Gotcha.
they came out with a new one called Strikers, which is like kind of like the Dragon Ball Fighter games that are 360, like you can run on
yeah.
walls and do all kinds of crazy shit.
Never really got into the Dragon Ball fighting games.
Neither did I.
I never really got into fighting games.
Yeah, the anime ones were my only favorites.
I
Yeah.
played a ton of Mortal Kombat
Yeah,
growing up.
I
Yeah.
ran out Mortal Kombat so much.
Mortal Kombat 9, that was the one that was like right
Yeah, when we were little kids, like middle
Peak,
schoolers,
like,
and 10
Can-
to 14 years old.
14. Yeah.
I think Kentucky just lost.
Really?
They just Vanderbilt scored a touchdown with 35 seconds left.
Oh my
That's
god.
tough.
Uh-oh.
That's tough.
We're gonna go
Uh-oh.
7
You
and
hate
5.
to see it.
That's pain.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Will Levis is going to go in the quarterback for Kentucky.
He's getting drafted, right?
He's like going to be in like top 10 next year.
Nice. Yeah.
Damn.
He's a good
Let's
player.
hear all your opinions. I know you're a Steelers fan. How do you all feel about the Bengals?
Ugh.
Don't start with me.
Let's
Yeah.
go.
It's like
Love-hate relationship.
definitely not hate. It's just
It's tough.
you
for you
hate to
guys.
see it sometimes.
We're just in that Super Bowl hangover
Mhm.
hard. And you even look at the Rams, they suck this year too.
Right.
Like it's a real thing and it's not.
Rams are just awful. Rams are awful.
It's tough to
But
see.
like, there's like so many teams this year that are just awful. The Packers are awful. The Rams are terrible.
The Steelers are garbage right
The
now.
Steelers-
There's nothing you can do about
They're
that
really
though.
bad
They're
this
like,
year, yeah.
you know,
I really thought that Cincinnati had a chance, and then it was just injury after injury after injury in the last 3 weeks.
What sucked about the Browns game, in my opinion, was we got spanked, but also a lot of players got hurt. Our best cornerback, Awuzie, is like out for the year with
He's
a
out for
torn
the year,
ACL.
yeah.
But then what I like, because we have a tough schedule coming up, but what I like is Jamar Chase should be back. I probably don't think he'll be back for the Steelers game, but he'll definitely be back for the Titans game. But we get DJ Reader and we get Mike Hilton and all them back. So it sucks, but gives the rookies playing time more.
We're making our way back.
Well, who knows?
The
Who
other
knows?
thing is like our record wasn't very good entering the Super
Well,
Bowl.
we were 5-4 by last year as well.
Right, like our record is the
Wow, that
exact
is
same.
crazy to think about.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, all things considered, it's all still very
High
possible.
gear
and
after that.
It
Yeah.
just seems like
it's just tough because the rest of our schedule is pretty
Sucks,
tough.
man.
yeah,
It's
it's
stacked.
the
really
best of
tough.
the best.
The-
Where you look at the
Our schedule sucks too.
you look at the
being
Ravens.
honest.
They're playing
At
garbage.
this point
you.
on, not a single team that they're scheduled to face has a winning record right now for the rest of the
Jeez.
season. And
Yeah,
so
if
tough.
the Steelers have a losing season this year, it'll be Mike Tomlin's first losing season in like
ever.
16 years.
It will be the
Wow.
first losing season
He's
for
been
the.
there for a long time.
yeah.
Yeah.
well,
Every year that he's been with the Steelers, he's had a win.
do you know what the crazy thing about the Steelers is you know how they've won 6 Super Bowls since
Exactly.
1969. They've only had 3 head coaches.
Wow.
Chuck
shit.
Noll was the first one with Terry Bradshaw to win 4, and he was there for 30 years. And then you remember Bill Cowher?
Mm-hmm.
He was there for 16, and then Mike Tomlin's been there. They have a losing season this year, which they probably will.
Yeah,
It's going to be first time in 21 years.
Wow.
long time. Yeah,
Good. Fuck 'em.
Like we've had a lot of
Thank you, baby.
We've had a lot of like gameplay issues. Like that one game, I think it was against either the Dolphins or something. We missed 4 interceptions. 2 of which could have easily been caught. Could have been easy interceptions. But one of the main factors is TJ getting hurt in the first game of the season. He was out for 7 to 8 weeks. That's exactly where we are now.
Yeah.
And he's finally starting to come back. But
It's TJ, but you guys have a good defense, but your offense is horrible.
A lot of tough breaks.
being able to swap in and out a quarterback is not something.
Well, when
I thought
you're
would be
when
a
you're
good thing.
when you're with a
No,
quarterback
yeah.
that has nothing they can do. Like, did you see that? I don't know who they played the Eagles a few weeks ago, and it was like Najee Harris caught
was
that
a
ball, and he was
blowout,
just
dude.
like this the entire time, and it was like
and
I don't know.
Claypool getting traded, they got rid of
That
Claypool.
was-
yeah.
I thought that was a good thing. They got a second round out of that, but
How about them birds, yo?
the Birds are 8-0.
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah,
That
which is
fucking
fucking
nuts.
insane.
It's awesome.
How about
So
them? How about
crazy.
them Jets?
Them
6-3
Zach Wilson,
Jets.
the goat.
Actually pretty
Yeah, that
good.
goes
Yeah.
Zach Wilson.
unbelievable.
Well, they just beat
to watch.
Buffalo, didn't they?
They just beat
They
Buffalo.
did.
Yeah. Wow.
Also,
Jeez.
but Buffalo's Buffalo. That's what I can say about Chiefs too. Chiefs are just Chiefs. Chiefs are just always so good for some reason.
Yeah.
They got nothing else to do. Play
Yeah.
football.
Yeah.
Good coaching, stack
Husk corn.
lineup. You know.
Yeah.
We do too, but we're too busy throwing a shovel pass at the 2-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
I have adopted Philly as my second favorite team now.
Yeah.
Really?
And it's not just because they're amazing this year. It's really because we have a lot of friends who like them. And
Yeah.
Well,
It's
that
just
An
surprising how many
above
people in our
average.
group are like
I'm
Philly
kind of
fans.
like, yeah, I've got an NFC team
if
now.
I
Like,
had,
Yeah,
all right, let's see how
if
they
I
do.
had to pick a secondary team, I think I would go with the Seahawks.
The Seahawks
I'd
are
go-
fun this year.
Why?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
fun.
why?
I
this
just
year.
know, like you guys said, I know a lot of people that are a fan with Seahawks, like at my work. A lot of people
Oh,
there
yeah.
are Seahawks fans.
Okay.
And just like, I've always been a fan. I like their color scheme. I like the way they've been playing like these last few years. They've been pretty impressive.
Okay. Okay.
I think you should just pick Philly so we can have one in common.
We have one in common. It's UK.
Oh, well.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I like
BB, how was the Bengals game for you last week? I barely remember talking to you at all. I was all over the place that day. I was so.
Yeah, I know. You,
Tailgate.
Me and Jeeves were on a
you
mission.
both were lighting it up. It was so awesome. I had a great time, though.
Yeah.
I was just hanging out with my dad, Megan, standing there watching. They were winning, so I was drinking beer and sun in my face.
Winning is an understatement.
I know. It was just such a good game
It's
to
like,
go
this is
to.
cool.
God
It's
damn.
like, 'cause
Jeeves is my lucky charm. Like, he is my lucky charm. He went to the Ravens game last year when we like 40-pieced him. Yeah, like they don't lose and they win by like 40 points every time he shows up in that building. Like, I need to
Get this man a
specific-
season
get this
ticket.
man
do you
the
know
season
do you know who we
ticket.
you know who we need to shout out here out of anyone with season ticket holders?
Nobody.
Mr. Mark
Mr. Mark
Hamilton.
Hamilton.
Mr. Mark Hamilton.
yeah, Mark Hamilton.
Sticking
He
through
brings
for
out another
33
beast
years.
in him anytime he goes tailgating. And
I know,
then
'cause
he
he's-
sits there through just depression.
He's been playing that game for a long time.
It's
so
a pretty
It's a long
spectacular.
con.
when they
Yeah.
start lighting it up, I mean, it's totally warranted.
ready to
He
party.
I just
I
remember
have never seen that man more happy than when we beat the Raiders last year in the playoffs, and it was on his birthday, and so like that whole time after that, I've never seen that man like smile more.
We were
He
all at
was so
Danielle's,
ecstatic.
right?
Yeah, we all
I
went
took
to
a video.
Danielle's. Shout out
Yeah.
Daniel's Bellevue
I wa-
Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the background, and he's pretty easy to spot because he's bald ass, and he's literally jumping up and down like.
I just remember.
He hugged me so many times that night. Oh
I
my
just
God,
remember.
yeah.
I just remember for me, I was working at Jimmy John's delivering sandwiches, and they finally won the game, and I was texting Jake the entire time, and I just sent. I had tears in my eyes, I was like crying, and I was like, "We did it!" And then Jake calls me and just goes, "We did it! We did it!" And I was like, "Yeah!"
That was a
And
really
then,
special night.
And then like Joey had some friends over and stuff, and some friends in town, excuse me, and we were just sitting there, and I'm just like sitting there like, "Yeah, we did it!" The entire time just yelling, "Who dey? Who dey?"
I remember Phil and I went to that game, and that was a rough game too. But I remember at one point he was getting food. I'm like, "Hey, if you're getting conies, can you just grab me one? Like, I just need one." This man comes back with a whole coney crate of 10 dogs, and we kill him. Yeah. Every single one of those
That's a
things.
lot of wieners.
I will say, last year I supported the Bengals for one game. Can you tell what game that
The
was?
Super Bowl.
Yes.
Guess what? I have never seen that game ever since I watched that game.
No, I've never rewatched
I
it.
can't
What
watch
does that
it.
even mean?
I went
What?
out-
I've seen highlights.
A lot of
and
people.
stuff
A lot of
'cause,
people
like,
rewatch like full games.
Oh, okay.
like
I
so
haven't
like
watched it.
so like I watch a lot of football, so like a lot of football's on my main YouTube. So like I'll just see after the game was like Bengals Rams highlights Super Bowl 56. I'm like, no.
I watched the highlights, but I haven't.
I
watched
know,
it.
I
Yeah,
can't even watch the
I
highlight.
I went
I get
out-
so me so
I
sad.
went out and I got a Bengals beanie for the game.
You even got Bengals.
Listen,
Wow,
listen.
my-
Were you
You're
were you
not
at that
fan-
were you
listen,
were you
listen.
at that little
No, I was
tailgate?
not.
Oh,
I was
okay,
working
listening.
that day, sadly.
Oh,
But
bummer, dude.
I went in to work that day, got all my stuff done. I wore the beanie the whole day because, I mean, between the Rams and Cincy, I live near Cincy, so I might as well support them. Watched the whole game.
Might as well. What
might
the?
as well, yeah. Watched the game with my coworkers whole time, full of Bengals fans, like screaming, cheering, everything. As soon as that game was over, I took that shit off and I threw it on the fucking ground. Why would I ever wear that shit
But
ever
you did
again?
for several hours.
I did, and I gave it to one of my
I don't care if the
coworkers.
Steelers
Did
ever
you-
win
did
Super
you-
Bowl, you would not see me wear a
Loyalty
terrible
to the
towel.
city.
I was
That
gonna
is
grew up
true.
in.
That
I
is-
was gonna
that is
throw it
loyalty to
away,
the
but one of
city,
my
too.
coworkers
Did you
took it
were
from
you
me.
were you in the bathroom during a break and just had the beanie on? You just
Sobbing in
had
his
a tear.
hands.
What have I become?
I just looked at it
What
and I was
have
like,
I
I want to
become?
fucking
Is that
vomit.
when
He's
you
looking
cut
at
your
himself
hair?
in the mirror, be like, "Who is this
No.
man?"
Like, did you have long hair with the beanie, and then like when you took the beanie off, you realized your hair was falling out, so then you cut it?
Maybe.
Yeah,
But
He
no,
just- he just
I
had
was,
a
I
shitty
was gonna
haircut.
toss that beanie in the
Great
fucking
clips did him
trash.
dirty, so he just
and
had
my
to wear a
coworker's
beanie.
like, "Hey, no, I'll take that beanie from you." I'm like, "All right, say less.
Those
I
receding
don't want this
hairlines.
trash in my house."
Oh my God, AJ!
Oh my god.
You know what?
I remember.
You're like 2 more insults away from me throwing you through that window.
I would love to see you try.
We need
Oh,
a
yeah?
topic change, or I'm just gonna kick your drink over. That's
Word.
fine.
Well, like the best part of getting a haircut when your hair is really long is like everyone's like, "Oh, get your haircut," and then when you get a haircut, everyone's like, oh, like they saw a new puppy. Like
Yeah.
I like called my mom, and I was like, oh, you look so handsome. And then my dad's like, oh, it looks like you lost 10 pounds. And then
Well, you also
'Cause
like
he-
let your hair really grow out before cutting
what
it
makes
off.
me
so
what makes me laugh was like,
you
I
make
was
grandma
like, I was
shed
like,
a tear.
hey Joey, I got a haircut. And I sent her a picture. She goes, oh, okay. Then she's like, she loves my long hair, and then she's like, oh, I actually do like it. It's all right.
Oh,
You know, all these people.
But
that
the
are-
weird thing about any selfie I take is because my facial looks weird. One eye looks higher than the other, so it just always looks
well, Alex
droopy.
always takes photos from his phone down here, so he's always just like looking down at his phone. I was like, bro, just hold it up a little bit.
Always
Look
looks
a
so
bit.
condescending.
Should I
Yeah,
do the
he's like,
Yeah.
It's a very simple but effective trick. I just started doing that recently too, because
Yeah.
I was never been a very good selfie artist.
no, me
Recently,
neither.
I was
Fuck
like,
that.
oh right, you
Either.
just
I have
to, like-
0 pictures of myself on my phone.
Yeah, yeah.
All of them are just memes. So my phone's just filled with memes.
Yeah. My phone has been filled with memes from iFunny for the past.
Oh man, I forgot about
past
iPhone.
10
Forgot about that,
years.
yeah.
I think
dude,
when I
that shit
got
gives
my
me anxiety.
like 2 phones ago was the last time that I had iFunny.
So I had it. I told
iPhone
Garrett
4.
this the other day. I had it
yeah.
for a while we were in middle school and high school. Then one day they took it off of the App Store, so I kept it for as long as I could on my iPhone. Finally, had to get a new phone, and it deleted iFunny because it wasn't on the App Store anymore. It was depression for a
Pain.
solid few years. Then one day, I look on the App Store. First app recommended to me, iFunny.
nice.
I downloaded that shit as fast as I could.
That fateful day.
I pulled up iFunny one day, and all of a sudden I just get this meme where it goes, Edward Penis Hands. My ass itches. The first thing I saw on iFunny after downloading it after 5 years, I'm just like, oh, there's iFunny. There's the
That's
iFunny I
iFunny
see.
for you.
My ass is.
They definitely have a brand.
I just use Reddit now.
I use
Pretty good
Reddit for
source.
D&D stuff mostly.
Dude, as much as Twitter's a dumpster fire right now, shout out to that one dude that dropped Eli Lilly's like stock price.
By like 30 billion or
They lost they lost market value of like $30 billion.
Elon Lilly?
Eli Lilly.
Oh, Elon.
It's a pharmaceutical
Twitter?
company.
Oh,
It's
oh.
It's because they put out that $8 verification thing. So
Well, it's a
someone made
20 It's a $20 a month verification thing.
it was
I
whatever it was, and so they ended up making a fake Eli Lilly account and just said insulin is free now, and so their market dropped. Their stock shot down.
Fucking
So funny.
legend,
So
man.
funny.
I don't know who did that, but you're a real one. Yeah, whenever you're done, buddy.
Yeah.
Hello, baby.
We just got phenomenal news, boys.
Are you pregnant?
No. My God of War package has arrived.
Oh my god.
Oh, let's fucking go.
Bella said it is so big it doesn't fit on the counter.
Wait, did you get a what?
He got like a collector's
what's so
edition.
big?
I got the highest edition of their collector's pack for the God of War, and it's so big it doesn't fit on our kitchen counter.
I hope it's a life-size like model of Kratos.
It's just a Kratos body pillow.
AJ says he plays God of War, but it's just a big old Lego set of Kratos. Just
It's a coloring
It
book.
comes with like a exact replica of Thor's hammer from the new
cool.
game, so it's like that fucking big,
Cool.
that wide.
what's have you ever realized like
Nope.
Not a
Never
thing.
really.
Not once.
no like the collection of what like some of the Lego collections some people have
Oh yeah.
like a Millennium Falcon these days is like $500.
Dude, I
What?
watched someone
You in the
put,
market?
you know
You looking
the,
for one?
You're in the
Yeah,
wrong
I am.
business.
Yeah, I was about to say.
music. Giant Star Destroyer in it's in either the 7th or 8th Star Wars movie. You know
Oh.
the fucking massive one?
Like the Super Death Star?
Is
yeah.
that
Yeah.
Or like the Super Star Destroyer,
you-
like the big fucking planet.
are you talking about the second episode?
Yes.
Is that
Because
What?
they
No,
You
never
said
mind, never
seventh
mind.
or eighth.
I think of the one in like the first or second one where it's like carrying all the droids and they come out.
Yeah.
Kyle used to have
Oh,
one.
Well,
yeah.
someone
younger.
has
I
like
love
an
that.
exact. It was
I love that guy.
the Sith leaders for the new series. The
Snoke?
Snoke. It was his ship. It was the fucking massive one. But I saw someone had a Lego replica of that thing, and it took them like 4 to 5 hours to put that thing together.
Sheesh.
Wow,
Guys,
I-
that seems like.
I thought you were gonna say days.
I was about to say, that's not that
That
bad.
actually
It might
doesn't
be
sound that
days.
bad.
It might
Yeah.
be days.
Okay.
I'll see if I can pull it up.
Check your facts, my
I don't.
guy.
I always get confused. I'm like, wait, is it like they look so similar?
Yeah.
The Star
I-
Destroyers or Legos?
The like various Legos.
Yeah.
And I remember when we moved, because when I was younger, I had all those Legos, and when we moved, we put them in boxes, and they just like shattered every single one of them during the move. And so I just remember like when we moved to Kentucky, like little 10-year-old me was just like putting together all these Lego things for like weeks.
It's a great way to spend time as a kid, though.
Yeah.
Tell you what.
Would you rather get a paper cut on your finger or step on a Lego?
Step on a
Step
Lego.
Step on a
Lego.
Lego.
Step on a Lego.
Full
It's
force, barefoot.
Yeah.
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 It's some sharp edges, but that paper cut's
It
gonna
remind-
just stretch
it-
every
it rem-
time I move my finger.
it
That's
remind-
fair. It's more lasting.
Wait.
Yeah.
What was that, Jeeves? No,
Oh, in the
that's
crevice.
even worse.
Well,
That's
well,
even
yeah,
worse.
that-
Yeah, no way.
That's not helping that.
What reminds me of that is like we've all seen Jackass. We've
Oh,
all
that's
seen the
the
four
yeah.
movies.
That would be
obviously.
like
no.
worse.
But like,
Yeah.
but like
I
one of the
watch a lot of
worst.
Jackass
There's
stuff.
two skits I cannot watch. One of them is when I think it's the first one where Johnny Knoxville gets paper cut between all of his toes.
Yeah. They
And
have
then,
that like,
and
then
his
the other,
fingers.
Yeah.
and then and his fingers too.
Yeah, it's
oh,
his
that's good.
fingers.
The other one is
God.
when Steve-O swims with the shark and he puts his
Oh,
puts that
yeah.
first
Oh,
face
the
all
hook
the
through his
way
mouth,
down.
dude. Oh my gosh.
I have a hard time watching the whatever the fart mask.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one.
They do
I
like
love
the-
that one.
Oh, and like they just hook it up to what's the fat guy's name again?
Preston.
Preston.
Yeah, he was on.
Yeah.
No, he was on a.
Shits
He was
in
on
it.
a
Treadmill,
elliptical. And he had
yeah.
a sweatsuit on.
Oh, that's another one that's very similar.
You know,
Oh,
it's
when
the
they
same
drain
one.
when they drain all of his sweat.
Oh.
Boo, boo.
Oh, I didn't have to kick your drink over.
Off the court right now, my guy.
Viewer discretion is
Fucking
advised.
Steelers fans.
Boo.
Wow.
Let the record show only Steelers fans.
Can we?
Go back to Pittsburgh, Dick.
What do you mean go back? You mean go for the first time?
Oh wait, that's right. You live here. I don't get it.
Pittsburgh is an awful place for awful people. I'm sorry.
Imagine living in Pennsylvania.
You know,
Could
there's,
it be me?
Fucking go.
there's probably gonna be that one guy who there's gonna be like few people in Pittsburgh that watch this video and just go, "Why me? What did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do?"
Hey, real
Drama's
quick,
couple
AJ, will you
Pittsburgh fans
take that
are-
cord and just like it's like a little disconnected.
I
from
have
the
met a
mic.
few
Just
people
push
from
it in.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Cool.
Pittsburgh
They're-
seems like a cool city,
Perfectly normal.
but I don't like their
They
sports.
seem like anybody else, but fuck the Steelers.
Oh my gosh. I can't fucking wait to get home now.
On God.
All right. I don't know if
I feel
we.
blessed, bro.
I don't know if.
On jaw.
If you ain't got no sauce, then you're lost.
Oh,
You're also getting lost in the sauce.
Oh my God, you are doing it. This is what I was shaming you. You're just pouring the beer.
But look, it's working. What are you
Do
shaming him?
you want to hear a fun thing that I learned?
Is
There's
this the fucking Matrix?
Garrett?
What is
Are you
happening?
legal?
No,
Right
listen,
now,
listen,
tilted.
listen. There's a
Pouring.
cool video I saw.
Dude,
you know,
what?
obviously we all know John Taffer, the guy from Bar Rescue.
Who's that?
He had the same video where he like you pour it from like this, like most people do, and then like he does it like kind of like that, where you just kind of like tilt it a little bit, and then the rest you just do it, and it's still a lot of foam, but he like put a napkin in it where it shows like it expands, and then the one that like the second one he did where it's like a lot of foam, it's nothing, and I always do that way.
Put like a napkin in there and like
Good long
I
story.
don't,
but,
I don't
you know.
understand.
fizzes up,
what
like,
that
it's your
means.
stomach, right?
Oh yeah.
Like when the beer goes in your stomach.
Oh, sure,
Like,
yeah.
pour it a certain way, it's not as
I like
Yeah.
starting it on the tilts and then about halfway just
I tilt.
letting it
I
go.
keep
Send
it
it.
tilted
Yeah.
like most of the way. Well, until I get to the very end.
Just
then I-
depends because I do want a little bit of head on mine. Yeah.
You like a little head?
I like
Yeah.
a little.
Just a, just,
What,
just
you
a
tilt your
smidge,
glass
though.
so no head?
Not a lot. That
Yeah.
a tasteful amount.
A tasteful amount. of
Closer
head.
to
tasteful
180,
amount.
the smaller amount of head. It's science.
Yeah. Tasteful amount of head.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I don't know if we've ever debated about this.
Here we
Let's
go.
fucking
I'm
go.
excited.
I don't know what it is.
Is this
But-
another one of the? Never mind.
What is the strongest noodle? Like if pasta noodles were fighting, what would the strongest noodle be?
Probably the bow tie.
I was about
bow
to say
tie?
bow tie. Yeah.
I'm going
Like
tortellini.
who would win in a fight?
Here's
Oh,
the thing. I don't
tortellini's
know.
pretty
I don't know
strong.
a lot of
Tortellini's got
names.
2 arms, bro. It's got 2 arms.
You know what mine is? Liguamini.
What's the
No.
really curly pasta noodle?
Rotini.
I think
No.
it's got a lot of.
No.
tender-
All right.
No.
Emily, do you
Deal
want to
it back.
Joey,
Well,
come here.
take
Come
it.
here, Joey.
Yeah, get in
come
here.
on and defend the rotini?
we all
Yeah.
need everyone in here.
Defend your
Come here.
pasta.
I think rotellini. Yeah.
No, fettuccine.
Rotini.
No,
Fettuccine.
all right, I'm coming out of
small.
left field. It's a lasagna noodle.
It's not.
Lasagna noodles. They're so huge. Lasagna noodles are so huge.
They're fragile.
Yeah, and if you break one, what do you got? 2 lasagna noodles. You'll get outnumbered real quick.
What was it?
Rotini.
No, it's fettuccine. Feta bean. No, I'm joking.
Bro, the
All right.
regular noodles aren't
Joey, you
aren't
said-
even in the
what'd you
question
say?
here.
Defend-
Rotini.
Yeah.
Like a spring.
That's
a
a-
lot of retention.
that's-
Sturdy. They're sturdy.
That's for like lasagna,
yeah, they
right?
are sturdy.
No.
No,
They're able
No,
to take
never
a
mind.
lot and dish it
that's
back.
lasagna.
What about ravioli?
No, because they're like
That's like a thick boy.
they got like.
Give me
filling
the
in it.
formioli.
That's
Yeah.
soft.
No, I mean it's meat.
I think it's
Is it-
important to note that it's uncooked pasta.
Yeah, that.
Oh,
that,
we're
that,
talking about uncooked
That did
pasta?
fuck me up. See, not everyone understands that.
This is uncooked.
Oh.
So you thinking it on a
Interesting.
you both are
okay,
thinking on an
so
uncooked
we're
level?
it's brittle.
Yeah, it's brittle pasta.
Lasagna.
All right, in that
Still
case, I'm
going
going
lasagna.
rotini because there's so many nooks and crannies for anything to get
Exactly.
stuck into.
Okay,
It's
so let's
that is god
they're,
tier.
like, fired
Dog,
at
your
each
mic
other.
is
They're fired at each other.
Yeah.
And like it's all scientifically.
It's
Mapped
two.
out.
It's
How many
two pasta
feet-
on
noodles and
collision.
cannons.
So we
One
have
will
two
break and
pasta
one will
guns
not.
in variable now.
So are we slingshotting pastas against
No,
each
we
other?
have-
or do
no,
they
we
got
have- we have
like?
two
are they,
pasta
like-
guns.
Or are they boxing?
Yeah.
Boxing.
Is this like an MMA fight of
Okay,
noodles?
so
our,
it's
our legs allowed.
the pasta
Yeah.
octagon, as it were.
It's actually just a pot.
Well, if it's uncooked pasta,
Welcome
then
to
it's-
the
there's no
pot.
way it's fettuccine because you put some in it. Just
Yeah.
What does it do again?
Meat.
I'll talk noodle politics.
I don't think fettuccine's a good leader.
Bro,
What's the most
do your
recognizable
research.
pasta?
Spaghetti.
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 As Americans, it's spaghetti.
Yeah.
Like,
Wait. What do you mean? Are there other countries? I hope not.
Guys, we agreed before this no pasta politics.
Shit, you're right. Yeah, we gotta cut this out. I signed
it
that
civil.
NDA, bro.
Keep it civil. All right.
All right, let's move to something else.
BB, are you still following the Nashville Predators as much?
Not really. That's no.
Yeah.
Dude, the
No,
Boston
not this year.
Bruins are insane.
Are they?
Oh, they're ridiculous.
What is a Bruin? Can anyone?
Fact check anybody?
Yeah. Fact check.
Drop in the
Can I get
comments.
some in the back? Can I get a fact check?
Yeah,
in the
come
back,
on,
please?
Come on,
cameraman,
young
producer
young
guy.
GV. Young GV or young
A
Jakey?
Bruin's a bear.
I want young Jake.
Bruins
It's,
are
it's a
bear.
bear.
Their mascot is like a wheel spoke.
Huh?
No.
A bear, especially
Boston.
in
It's a Boston
children's
thing.
fables.
Like the weird thing about sports is Boston is like every major sport you have. Boston sports are like one of the, have always been in there
They're always solid.
because it's you get Boston Red Sox, Boston Bruins, New England Patriots are a little bit later, but who's the other one? Boston Celtics. Boston
There it is.
Celtics. I mean, like Boston Celtics have won 17 titles, but when Bill Russell was as a player and a coach for a while, he won 11 titles.
You're forgetting one. Boston cream donuts are really good.
Best sports team.
Oh, sports
Boston
teams.
Cream Donuts.
Where's your favorite place to get donuts from?
Krispy Kreme, if it's possible.
Yeah.
I
But also,
second
I
that.
feel like sometimes like the Krispy Kreme drive-through, or like even to get there, it's like super crowded.
Yeah,
All
right.
the
This
Krispy
is
Kremes
all
that
assuming
I've
it's
been to,
easy.
Their drive-throughs are super narrow.
Oh, really?
I don't know why.
Hmm.
Like the ones that we go to in Tennessee, and then there's one down in Louisville. Their drive-throughs like wide enough for maybe one car to be in the drive-through, and then like an inch or two space from like a divider or just a street.
Jeez.
Donuts sound really good. It's been a while.
Hot and
I-
ready Krispy Kreme donuts.
Oh.
Sign me up.
What's your guys'
All right, bye.
what's your guys'
I
guess we'll go get
hold on.
donuts after this?
I saw this video where this guy took a dozen donuts and like stacked them like this, and then like crushed them together and ate it like a sandwich.
Oh.
Ew.
A dozen donuts?
Just like compresses them into like.
Is it the
each
same
other.
calorie count at the end of it?
It's just one donut.
How do your arteries not just get
I've only
clogged
had
Yeah,
one drink
right
off.
there?
How do you not immediately enter pre-diabetic status after
don't
that
know,
shit?
dude.
Oh my
on
god.
on Bella's birthday,
Oh, God, bro.
12/12,
For real.
Krispy Kreme has a deal where it's buy a dozen, get a dozen.
Uh-huh.
So every day on her birthday, we go to Krispy Kreme and get 24 donuts for the price of a dozen. It's
That's
amazing.
lovely. What a great birthday.
Do you guys like
tradition.
true crime?
When's her birthday again?
True
Not
crime?
as much as
12,
you.
12.
What do you think about Lieutenant Joe Kenda?
What?
You
Who?
guys know who that is?
Colorado
No.
Springs.
Could you use it in
No.
a sentence?
Yeah. Definition, please.
Lieutenant Joe Kenda, CSPD. He solves homicide and the homicide hunter.
I like Dog the Bounty Hunter more.
Yeah.
Dog. I'm the dog, the big bad dog.
You guys have any new TV shows you've been watching?
No.
Oh, House of the Dragon was so good.
House of the Dragon was
House of the
awesome.
Dragon
It was
was
so
phenomenal.
sick.
good.
They had
So
such
good.
an
Watch
opportunity
it.
for failure there, and they delivered. Oh my god, it
I
was
watched
really good.
Yeah.
I
And
think it
like
was a-
I
I
was
think it
so
was a better
doubtful.
season
I
one
was
than
going
Game
into
of
that
Thrones.
thing with
I
such a
think it was
grain of
better
salt.
season one than
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
The
I
last show,
agree.
the last show I watched was the Crown. I watched all 4 seasons of it. It's very slow, but I really liked it. And,
Okay, what's the premise again?
It's how
all
the
story
Queen
of-
of England kills Princess Diana. It's like
Oh.
the whole.
It's very
No, so
controversial.
it's-
Yeah,
Gotcha,
it's
okay.
pretty tough.
It's like conspiracy theory behind the scenes kind of thing.
No, she's just like a ninja.
Oh, okay.
it's about it's about the reign of Queen
Queen's
Elizabeth.
always been a ninja. if we're being honest.
and shit.
That's cool. Yeah.
I've been watching a lot of Yellowstone recently.
I heard that
Everyone that watches that says
I'm
they really
telling
like
you guys, I did not think I was gonna like it, but by the end, I was like wanting more. Like with Game of Thrones, when a season, like with House of Dragon 2, now that the season's over, I just want more.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did such a good job on that. I really can't it felt like almost like I don't know if the guys that did the people that did House of the Dragon had anything to do with Game of Thrones or to what extent they did. I'm not sure of like what the cast looks like in the
I know the directors were like completely different.
Oh,
And the
yeah,
because
writers,
they switch directors all the time in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Which
It's really curious.
It's
but
like the main
ended the
writers.
fucking show.
it was just really cool because it felt like now that the audience understands the world and understands the concept of what Game of Thrones is, they could finally do a first season almost the way it felt like the first Game of Thrones should have went.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
just no one had context, so
yeah.
they had
it's
to do
also
it the way
this
they
one.
did it.
This one is a lot more like self-contained, and you don't have to
Right,
know
right.
like 20 different
A lot less
places
names.
and people and plot lines where it's just
Yeah.
like, all right, anyone that's really talking is talking about the central plot.
Right.
You know
Like, they're not having their
they're
own
about to
things.
expand to the rest of the 7 kingdoms because
Yeah.
this
Didn't
show's supposed to last. They said to completely tell the story around 4 seasons.
I thought it
Didn't-
was 6.
I heard 4.
well,
I hope
didn't
it's 6.
Me too. In the
Didn't-
middle of
I-
5.
didn't
I know
George,
how the whole that whole book goes.
didn't
and
George
so-
R. R. Martin just come out with a new book or is writing a new book or something?
He's 3/4 of the way through Winds,
Winds
of
of
Winter.
Winter.
Isn't he always writing a new book?
It's
That's the
supposed to
thing.
be-
He's always writing
Yeah,
that.
it's taken him like years to
I
finish this book.
don't think the books
Homie's
are gonna
gonna
be done.
die
Have you-
before.
I know I was talking to you about the books. Have you gotten to them yet?
I have not read them yet. I have them. I just haven't read them yet.
Do you
This Winds of Winter is supposed to be 1,500 pages.
Yeah.
Is that the season 8 or
Season
is it?
like 6,
if there was one,
maybe even 5.
It's like
Oh,
6
what?
through 8 basically in the
Oh,
in the
gotcha.
show.
Mm-hmm.
there was one book that I actually watched the series, movie
There was
series.
this one book I read. I read a book.
movie series and book series was Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
Oh, they're so good.
I
I'm
didn't
such
enjoy
a
The Hobbit
dweeb
as
for
much,
those
but-
things.
Dude,
Like, if
I
had to
just
choose
I just
one thing to be nerd
rewatched
about.
all of the
I mean, yeah,
extended
but,
editions for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It was
Jackson's
so
awesome.
good.
So good.
I just did the same
Like,
thing
when
about a
you-
month ago.
When you watch the extended editions, it's hard to go back.
It really
It's
is.
hard to go
like,
back.
There are
It's so
there are
good.
points
I will
where I'm
waste
like,
12 hours of my
okay,
life.
I can understand why they cut this, and then something happens. I'm like, oh shit, I don't remember that happening.
I need to-
That's
I
why
haven't
I'm glad
seen-
it's here.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen any of the extended editions, and I really want to because I sat down and watched The Fellowship of the Ring with Julia the other night, and there was so much of it that they don't explain the world very well
No,
in that
and they
movie.
expand that a lot. In
Right,
this.
I imagine
Yeah.
like in the extended edition that you get all the information that's kind of like, oh, like if I wasn't so into high fantasy and wizards and warlocks and Lord of the Rings, like I would have no fucking idea
Include,
what a
like,
lot of
the
the stuff.
rules
they're-
of stuff
yeah,
or what's
right,
going
right.
on.
They,
in the
they just
context.
put
Lord
you
of
in
the
there.
Rings.
and
Yeah,
then
like
you,
Julia
figure it
had
out.
so
D&D
many questions
campaign
that I was
made
like,
into a movie.
That'd be cool.
oh yeah, they didn't answer that. I was like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
I know because I've seen all these things and I love this stuff. But yeah, as like a first time watcher, a lot of it is pretty confusing. You really got to hold out for all 3 movies.
Sure, yeah.
I feel like that's any of those like
Like few movies
like
that actually
that
like,
are just
have
like
a,
building
have a
fantasy
world.
worlds.
Did
like,
you guys
it's,
like
it's
the Hobbit series?
I liked it, but it was
It was
alright.
okay.
I
Not
liked
really.
the first 2 a lot.
The third
I
one was
not
trash.
a fan of the third one. It wasn't even much of like the animation or like the CGI. It was just the some of the story aspects I was not.
Is
A fan.
they
that the
just like
movie-
threw random bullshit in there that like no need.
Is that the one that opens up with the dragon attack?
That's the
That's
third
the,
one.
that's the third one.
That's the third one.
Terrible.
That's not Desolation of
Yeah.
Smog. That's
That's the
Desolation
second
of
one.
Smog
Yeah,
was my
yeah, yeah.
favorite.
I really want to
That's
watch.
my favorite one,
They
yeah.
make fan cuts of those movies. Well, they'll just like combine it into like 1 or 2 and like cut a bunch of the bullshit.
Oh, that would be
I really want to
interesting.
like watch that. I think that'd be fun.
That would be really cool.
That's how you know the difference between the Hobbit series and the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
You want all 4 hours in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I
With
want
the
every
Hobbits, you're like,
second
just
of it.
cut it down to an hour,
The
please.
extended edition of Desolation of Smog is crazy.
Is that?
like
Oh, is that out somewhere? I
Yeah,
can,
there's extended editions for all 3 Hobbit movies.
for all of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
well, the weird thing about like any, I mean, you can have one movie, but like any movies that have like a few movies, or movie or 2 or a sequel or whatever. Like my favorite movie, Blade Runner. Like there's so much going on. There's a whole world around it, and like you have to watch it multiple times or like read into it, like what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Did you guys see they're making a 4th John Wick movie?
Ah,
Who
I haven't watched
doesn't
the
want
trailer
that?
yet.
Really?
I haven't watched the trailer yet. I'm so excited.
Do we need to be done, Jeeves?
It's dead.
It's dead?
Yeah,
How long has it been dead?
it just died.
Oh, just
Yeah,
now.
I just heard the shutter go
Oh,
off.
gotcha.
So.
Okay.
Well,
All right, in that case,
Good place to end it.
yeah.
Radio us out, Alex.
Well,
Yeah.
do you want my camera? It's probably
No, let's
Dude, we can keep talking about John Wick, just not
Yeah.
for the internet.
Yeah. Well, this is where the like be real photo shot of Jeeves' feet goes. Just like in like our voices are just in the background right now, as you see, like listeners at home right now. This is like really an artistic direction of Jeeves' piece.
Jesus.
Jesus, his
Jesus.
his
Freudian
nice
slip
feet
there.
in the upper left corner is really tasteful. And because the amount that I'm talking about it, you kind of have to put it in now.
And go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button while you're at it.
That is a hefty
Well,
camera.
I want to thank you for listening. Make sure to like, subscribe, and make sure to check out all Trauma, Illinois social media pages. I thank you boys for coming into my house and enjoying the podcast.
Thanks, Alex. Great to be here.
All right, sweet.
And that's a wrap.
Let's go.
Bye.